How are we doing? It's just Stipe back here to do another pre-workout review. Now, initially when I started this channel for pre-workout reviews, I did it because I bought a few different pre-workouts at the same time. And there were the pre-workouts that if you're in the stim kind of junkie realm of pre-workouts and you do your research and everything like that, you'll know about them. But in general, there were the ones that, there was no store that had them, nothing like that. And then one of those pre-workouts was to me probably the most it was the most standout pre-workout that I've ever tried. And that was Excelsior. Now, Excelsior is one of these weird pre-workouts where different dates seem to provide different type of batches. Now, it's hard for me to really explain to you what these batches do, what differences they actually have in there, because if you've ever taken Excelsior, you know that the prop blend isn't really what's in there. There's something else that's in there. Whether that's a designer drug, etc., I don't know. But it's one of those feel-good pre's, which is almost just too good. There's just never really been anything quite like it. Now, I was able to try an older variant of it. I tried two different ones. I reviewed both of them. Ever since then, there has been, a new batch number that has come out with a new expiry date. And this one is the 6th of 2024. And I've got that one right here. It's got the old lid on, but if you can, I don't know if that's possible to see, but it's a little bit different than the other Excelsiors that I've had. Now, initially, I thought this was not going to be all that good. I'll show you why. If you look inside the tub, it is not really, in terms of consistency, the same as any of the other Excelsiors. So I don't know how well you can see that. But it's got some similarities, but then it's a lot more white than the previous Excelsiors that I've tried. And a disclaimer, I've only tried this version once. I don't own this. This is actually a friend of mine that bought it, because at this stage, Excelsior is just too expensive to buy. It's like $130 for one fucking bottle, which, as good as it is, I just don't know if I can be bothered ever spending $130 on one singular supplement. Now, I haven't used Excelsior in a little bit. In fact, I don't try to use as much high stim shit in general. But this morning at around 5:15, 5:20, I decided I'm going to work out. I'm going to work just before I go to teaching, and I'll try Excelsior. My friend gave me the bottle to try. I traded him the Russian Pre for it for a little bit. And, I didn't really have high hopes for it. I actually thought it looked different. The bottle's different. It's black. It just looks different than what I'm used to. I tried it. If anything, tasted a little bit sweeter than usual. It wasn't bitter. Now, not to say that the original Excelsiors that I tried were bitter, but they were a combination of both, whereas this just tasted a lot more sweet. I did a heaping scoop, let's just say 1.25. And to my surprise, this hit just as hard as Excelsior ever did. The motivation on this pre-workout today was out of this world. It's one of those feel-good driven workouts that just doesn't seem like there's anything like it on the market. And I mean nothing even remotely close to it. I've tried great pre-workouts. People tell me Crack Gold is great. Yeah, Crack Gold's good. It's not as good as Excelsior. They tell me Assassin's good. It's good. It's just not as good as Excelsior. To me, the closest thing that I've ever tried as a pre-workout to Excelsior was, at least for me personally, the Russian pre-workout. I thought the Russian pre-workout was as good of a DMHA, DMAA variant that I've ever tried. And it tasted decent. It hit unbelievably hard. Yeah, it was just beautiful. But boy, is this something different. It has its negatives. If you've seen your partner that night, probably not the best thing to take. But, today I did a leg session where I got maybe 20 sets, 22, 23 sets in about 50 minutes without really taking a break, because some of these sets were taking forever. One of my last sets was walking lunges, and I did 100 all the way around the gym and then some. You know, that takes quite a while to do walking lunges 100. I mean, I fucking killed my legs today. And right after it, I felt unbelievable. It's like I could do another set. I was motivated to do another set. Yeah, look, I came in expecting very little from Excelsior, the 2024 version. But if anything, it lived up to everything original Excelsior was for me. If not a little bit better, like, yeah, it was really, really fucking amazing. When they say above and beyond on here, like, they're not joking. This is the pre-workout that literally lets you go above and beyond. I mean, it's just, yeah, it's something special. Do I recommend this pre-workout? It's this weird case where I say yes and no. I don't recommend it if you're suspect that it's got drugs in it. Probably does. If you don't want to do anything like that and you need to take drug tests at work, all that jazz, don't ever take it. But if you want a pre-workout, which to me is just not rivaled, and I mean, look, if you're taking DMHA and DMAA on a weekly, don't fucking complain to me about this. Really don't. Like, people make these comments, oh, it's not a pre-workout, it's a party drug. The fuck is Assassin? The fuck is any of, like, how's Hooligan? How is Zeus? How's any of these pre-workouts? How is 650 milligrams of caffeine a pre-workout ingredient? Take 650 milligrams of caffeine every day repeatedly. See how that does for your health. Just be smart, boys and girls. Like, if you're going to fucking take this, don't take this 4 days in a row, 2 scoops. Shocking. If you have an adverse effect to it, don't take it. I gave a friend of mine, I can't remember which one I gave. I gave him a DMHA pre-workout. It might have been Preface KO, something like that. He fucking vomited. He hated it. Don't take it. Like, it's really that simple. I've got a friend who has a heart condition and he's not allowed to really have any caffeine. I could give him C4, it could fuck him up. My point being is this. When you talk about pre-workouts, to me, I don't give a fuck what you want to say this is. But this is the best pre-workout. To me. Now, if you don't like this, if this doesn't do anything for you, then don't take it. But I mean, in terms of effects, yeah, there's never been anything quite like this in my life. And I didn't take 2 scoops. I didn't take 1.75. I've taken that before. But at maybe 1.2, I would say, with the heaping scoop, if not less, absolutely unbelievable. There's not a single thing that I found negative with it. If my missus is coming over tonight, there's a negative there because it does fuck with your erections. Don't take it don't take it too late because it does fuck with your sleep. Yeah, that's really all it does negatively for me. There's no come down, there's no nothing for it. But I know that this is one of those products that you don't want to take often either. Alrighty, I just wanted to update everybody on this because if I had to say what was the most requested pre-workout, it was the 2024 Excelsior edition. So I hope you guys have a better understanding now of what my take on it is as somebody that's taken multiple different dates now, and now the 2024 one as well. Peace.